XLM Stellar Lumens is showing something very fishy happening on the charts right now. It's clues I've picked up from what's happening in Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market that are making it so obvious what's happening in XLM, as well as a little bit in XRP right now. These clues give us probably one of the best opportunities that I've seen across the wider crypto market, and in this video I'm going to be showing you exactly what I'm talking about. So hit the like button, let's dive into today's video. Now before we want to dive across and take a look at XLM and what's going on with XLM and what really can be uncovered, I want to show you what's happening in the Bitcoin chart right now. And you're like, well, why am I looking at Bitcoin? Bear with me. This paints a big picture, guys, into what is really going on in crypto and gives us the ultimate clues going forward. Now, a couple of days ago, we had this news about Binance and CZ. And the impact of that on the Bitcoin price, which is where we see it most clearly, was this big white candle towards the downside. Lo and behold, the candle dipped under this blue zone, which represents liquidity. And then guess what happens today? We then rally massively out of it. Wow. Well, what's really going on behind the scenes? Well, when we look into Forex markets and we look at what's going on behind the scenes, you probably saw before things like GameStop and various others. Now, during the last bull market, we saw some interesting things happening. And this is where I first discovered what was truly going on behind the scenes in crypto. A lot of positive news circulating in the markets around here was suggesting that Bitcoin was going to go to 300k. Citibank, JP Morgan, and a number of other banks were telling us this is going to go all the way to 150k. This is going to go to 300k. And we saw it happening again here. Literally days after that news came out, the market did this. And then in the other one, the market did this. So why do we get this positive news followed by a market crash? Well, guys, you need to understand what is really happening in crypto. Big money play dirty games. They need to make you do something when the markets are very high. They need to make you continue buying when the markets are here. So they tell you some news that makes you think it's going to do this. This gets you to keep buying. It allows them to start selling off their positions so that the market can remain in this area before this happens. Because then they can't sell it for the price they want to sell it at, which is 60k. They can only sell it for around 35k. So they do the same thing. They tell you that it's going to go here. You keep buying, and they just keep selling it to you, keeping the price nice and high until eventually all of that buy pressure is used up, and then they just dump it on your head. The same thing happens down here, and this showed me exactly what I'm talking about. Literally, this price crashed down here, and in my free Telegram group, which is linked down below, guys, you can jump across and check that out. Many people were saying, oh yeah, it's definitely going to go lower because of this terrible news from Binance. We're going to carry on lower. Lo and behold, the market then turns around and it rips from this bottom point down here, and it does what? 7-8%. That's a lot of money, guys. In Bitcoin, that's a lot of money. Well, what's going on in XLM is pretty much true of what's happening in XRP as well, because XLM's price is pretty heavily linked to what's going on in XRP. And for the last year, 2 years, there's been an ongoing lawsuit with the SEC. This ongoing lawsuit has basically crushed down the price of XLM and XRP. Now, both XLM and XRP work using similar tech, but with slightly different outcomes ideally in mind. XRP more focused on institutional transfer of cash, XLM focused on peer-to-peer cash transfers, which I've talked about in previous videos as being an extremely important thing as someone who lives overseas and has to pay his rent to someone from Europe. In Indonesia, it's a pain in the ass, right? So we understand that there is an essential requirement for this. XLM also has a ton of hype behind it that's getting ready to move the market when this court case finally gets settled. This court case has had a very interesting impact. It's quashed the price to lower levels. We know that these projects stand to be phenomenally successful in the future. Could it be that all this news associated with the SEC and all of this negative stuff around crypto, which has probably affected more heavily the likes of XLM and XRP than any other major crypto out there, could well be just there to maintain these prices at lower levels to enable big money to be buying? I think something suspicious is really going on. Why I've chosen to talk about XLM in this video rather than XRP is because of this reason. If we jump across to CoinMarketCap, you'll see that the market cap of Stellar XLM is $2 billion. Fully diluted, obviously, is bigger than that, sat around $4 billion, and that will mean that there is some inflation to come over the years. In contrast to that, we've got XRP sat here with a market cap of $27 billion and a fully diluted market cap of $52 billion. Now, I do think that XLM compared with XRP will never get such a large market cap. XRP deals with institutional funds. It's going to have a bigger market cap. But that doesn't really matter to us, okay? We're not going to get upset if that company does better than this company, because what we're really looking at is a percentage chance of gains, okay? So XRP is more than 10 times bigger than Stellar XLM. So for XRP to go up 10% and you to make 10%, then it needs to add $2.7 billion to its market cap. In contrast, Stellar XLM only needs to add $270 million to its market cap. Okay, so that's why we don't have to see necessarily the market caps get the same. What we're really looking at though is this. Now, what we can see on the XLM chart is from the all-time, and we see very similar things happen. Back in 2017, we saw a little bit of a spike, and then we had this insane rally towards the upside, okay, which saw a huge gain in the price. From literally down this level, basically saw a 5x, and it happened extremely fast. We then went through a full-blown bear market, and then we arrived up here. And now what's interesting is this second market you would expect to have boomed way beyond the first one, but because of the ongoing court case, it never really reached its potential. And what's great about that is the court case is coming to an end very, very soon. And we are stuck at the bottom of a bear market still for XLM. However, because it's been around for longer, I do believe that the next leg up is going to be taking into account where this last leg up should have been and the future leg up is going to be. Because this is one of the coins that never really got to explore its full height in the last bull market. And that's very exciting as far as I'm concerned. Because unlike many other cryptos right now, XLM, because it was a blue chip crypto and it rallied hard along with many other blue chips during the last bull market, is actually well beyond much of the downside action that you might see in other cryptos. Right now, I don't believe that there is a huge amount of downside potential left in XLM, yet the upside potential is just ludicrous, okay? If we look at current levels to the swing high previously, you're going to get potentially an 8x from current prices. But remember, this is only based off of what happened in the last bull market. Okay, I do believe that it was quashed in the last bull market because of this ongoing court case. So I do think that we have the potential to be hitting up towards $2, maybe even in an incredible bull market, $3. And I don't think we're necessarily going to see $3 until maybe later on in 2025. But from current levels, we're looking up to that $2 level of a 23x. And the $3 level, you're looking at a 36x. This I don't think you're going to see in XRP, although I do think XRP has an incredible upside potential. If we're looking at risk versus reward, there are a few better options right now than XLM Stellar Lumens, in my opinion. Obviously, that's not financial advice. Now, as we look into the XLM chart on the daily and zoom in a little bit, we can see that we also have a very interesting area right now. You know, I love to talk about a buy zone. We are literally in a buy zone right now, guys. We've had, obviously, this absolute rally out of here where XLM back on the 25th of March did 30% in just a couple of days. I do anticipate that we could well be seeing further action like that. You can see this buy zone being established here. We rocket out of it here, come back into it, push again. You can see again it's being bought up in this area. Now, will it come down lower? Potentially, but I don't think it's going to come down much lower. So what I will be doing is I will be buying XLM today. And if you want to keep up to date with exactly what I'm buying, I've got some really exciting news over in the Inner Circle Discord, where I've been leaving technical analysis about Bitcoin, and you can keep up to date with all of the latest chat going on in the Inner Circle Discord group, which does contain a number of professionals working in crypto full time. I'm today going to be starting a $1,000 portfolio, and every day I'm going to be telling you exactly what I'm investing in. I'm going to have that linked automatically, so it's going to feed into the Discord in the same way I've got these Twitter alpha feeds feeding in here, crypto news and everything like that. And you can keep up to date with this, guys, for as little as $9.99 per month with a 5-day free trial. It's gonna be $100 one-time purchase. But if you don't have the money or you're not interested in this at all, guys, then get into my free Telegram. It's linked down below, and there's lots of information in there as well. I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. If you did, hit the thumbs up button for me. If you're new to the channel, then make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the very next video. Bye-bye.